Welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's Double J Farms Homestead. As you can see, these young men are running the disc over where they had bottom plowed and trying to get the winter garden ready. They had plowed it and then all the rain came, which I'm very thankful for. So Carson is going to cut it, and then Gavin's going to go behind and cut it until he gets all these old weeds cut up that sprouted out after the rain, like I said, which we're just so thankful for. And then Gavin's going to take the cultipacker and run over it once they get it good and clean. But I'm afraid it's going to take right smart to cut them weeds. What do you think, yeah? Look here, y'all.
It's pretty well grown up.
The mower's outdoors, standing right there in the flesh. Y'all ain't checked out his channel, I want you to go over and give him a like and subscribe and watch his stuff. He got some good stuff on there.
I'd appreciate it.
Did you hear that, y'all? He said he appreciated it.
Yeah.
Old farming and fishing is over on that tractor. And I know he'd appreciate it if you would check out his channel. I'll put links to their channels in the description. But on the way over here, they got in a discussion of who was going to disc this field. And Gavin said, "Daddy, you reckon that ground's dry enough to run a disc?" I said, "Oh yeah." Carter said, "Wait a minute. You said I could disc it." Gavin said, "Wait a minute." He said, "I told you you could disc it while I was gone to FFA leadership. But if it's wet, we couldn't do it." So to settle the argument, I said, one of you cut it one direction, then the other one get on and cut it the other way. So I kind of solved this disking part. I went in over here in the house. Lynn, she's in there washing dishes. We were working on pickles. And I said, "I sure hope heaven has tractors." And she said, "How come?" I said, "That way they can have plenty to do when they ain't praising the Lord." And she said, "I hope they got plenty of fields up there." These boys would rather drive a tractor than eat when they're hungry. But that makes me proud, I just tell you that. We just thought we'd show you kind of what's going on. I'm supposed to have a treatment Tuesday. And seemed like I just barely got over this license, and it's time for another one, which they've increased the frequencies like I told you. And so wanted to get a little something out, and I hope you watched the cow show video in Stanley County. The boys did mighty good, sure I'm proud of them. And we appreciate y'all watching and commenting and liking our videos. I tell you, it makes a difference. So Carson, he's still a cutting, and I'll get some of Gavin to cutting and running the cultipacker. We want to try to get some collards planted, some broccoli and cauliflower and some winter crops, and try to get some fall vegetables growing, because I don't know if y'all have been to the grocery store lately, but I'm gonna tell you something. Groceries is high as an eagle foot. Now I'm gonna tell you, they high. And when you got two young men that eat like these two boys do, you gotta have some extra groceries. Is that right, Gavin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard him? Yeah. So as you can see, he's knocking it down, but we'll cut it until that thing is cut all to pieces. and then we'll run the cultipacker. We appreciate every one of you. Appreciate you watching. Let's keep watching. These boys are gonna get it done. All right, y'all, I told you we was working on pickles. And you may see that and think, ooh, that looks like potatoes or apples. But we was raised not to waste nothing. And we was over at a friend's house and they had a bunch of big cucumbers that had done turned white and yellow and hard as a brick. Well, that's the kind you want for this recipe. These are cinnamon pickles. Now, I think these are a southern dish. But what you do is you peel them, you take all the seeds out, and you scrape all that seed stuff out and cut them into rings like that. And then you soak them in lime water for 24 hours. And then you rinse them real good and soak them in ice water for 3 hours. And then you take them and you put them in a pot. And you put vinegar and alum and put just enough water to cover them. And you simmer them until they get kind of clear looking. And then after we do that, I'll show you the next step. And that's how you make cinnamon pickles. If you ain't never had them, I'm gonna tell you something. They're mighty good. All right, y'all, we got the other man going now. Now he's gonna cut diagonal. How you say it, Carson? Diagonal. He's gonna cut diagonal from the way Carson cut. And I tell you, it makes a difference when you cut it 2 different ways. And it's a little aggravating, but now it'll do the job. And when he gets done with that, he gets it all good and cut up, he's gonna unhook that har, or harrow, that's the correct way to say it. Y'all know I'm country cornbread. Anyway, he's gonna unhook it, and he's gonna hook up to the cultipacker and run the cultipacker over. But that har right there is about 7 foot wide. It's got one disc on the back that's broke in half. It was that way when I got it. But I bought that thing years ago for $100. It's heavy. And I told Gavin a while ago, I said that's about the best $100 I ever spent. That thing right there will flat tear the ground up. And so I wanted to get some of Gavin going. I got old C-Man. So now we're getting G-Man. Gavin's a little more careful. C-Man, what are you gonna tell? Let me back it back up. Hold on.
Thank you for watching.
I told him I was gonna put a link to your channel in the description. You'd appreciate it if they went over and subscribed, wouldn't you?
I would appreciate it if y'all could. Thank you if you do.
And like your video, comment. I tell you one thing. I told Gavin, Miss Lynn sees I got one of her front porch chairs out here in the yard watching y'all cut the garden. She's gonna have one more fit now, don't y'all tell her.
I already see.
Now I'll tell you something. Look up, y'all. That mean heifer come out here and scared me to death. I didn't know you was out here. You sneaky, that's what you are.
I just came to check on him.
Oh, Lord. Well, don't beat me too bad. I'm like a tender peach. I bruise easy.
I'm not going to beat you.
Well, I got you good cheer out here.
That's all right.
I can't stand up.
I don't blame you one bit.
I told him we was trying to get this ready to plant a winter garden. Because groceries is high as a tree, and these boys can put away some groceries, so we got to grow all we can. And put up.
Do you remember the last collards that we planted? They did very good.
Boy, they did do good. We got to plant some collards, that's for sure. I wish y'all could smell that dirt. There ain't nothing like fresh plowed dirt to me. I think it smells so good. Ain't neither one of them ever run the cultipacker. Carson done asked me, Daddy, can I try to run the cultipacker? If one of them does it, the other one got to do it. Ain't they something? Carson, that tractor sounds good. I wish we could have brought home them cases over at the Agri-Civic Center.
Yeah.
Oh, that big 1486
Yeah.
International.
Wish we could get one. You never know though.
I'd be smiling.
It's a good job to get one. It takes a good job to get one of them things.
If you work hard, you can do it.
I see anything till 15,000, 20,000.
Work hard and save you money.
Yep. I've seen things go $15,000, $20,000. That's where they're in good shape. They actually have air conditioning. But the paint's just a little bit rough and faded. If you want like a completely restored air conditioning, heat and all, it's like $30,000. And I believe I can handle a little older looking one.
Think so?
Yeah. I don't feel like it's worth paying $30,000 for a tractor. At least that old anyway. Man may be in his way. But I tell you what's true. It's getting that ground right now. I don't know if I've told y'all lately, but I sure am proud of these young men. Over here in my chair. Smoothing her out. First time they've ever used it.
to get Carson. And when Gavin starts, I'm gonna get some of him. It's about to get dark on us. What do you think, Gavin?
About got it.
Well, don't that look better though? Y'all seen what it looked like ahead of time. The blooming gnats is about to eat me alive. We do appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoy it. Let me show y'all a little something. You gotta feed these working men, so we've got some corn on the cob we're grilling and some pork chops. Miss Lynn's made us a fresh salad. So that's what supper is going to be tonight, in the midst of the plowing and cold packing and the making pickles. Just wanted to bring you along. Old C-Man did a mighty fine job. It's the first time ever cold packing. It's Gavin's first time. So we letting them both learn. Good possibility we'll have to tear this up again, but it's a good evening to learn, because they're threatening storms tomorrow here. Straight line winds and possible flooding. So we just wanted to get some of Gavin since I got some of Carson. I'm gonna have to get back about the supper, but I at least wanted to get some of Gavin doing it. And I'll show you the next step in the pickles. Okay, y'all, that's what they look like out of the alum mixture that we boiled them and simmered them for 2 hours. And now we're gonna mix up a mixture of vinegar and sugar and cinnamon sticks and little red hot candies. We'll bring that to a boil and we're gonna pour it over these slices. Okay, y'all, there's vinegar and there's sugar and red hot candies, cinnamon sticks, and water in this pot. It looks orange on this camera, but it will be really red once those candies melt. You can use food coloring, but we don't. We just keep them like however it comes out. But that's the next step. I gotta check the grill, but I wanted to show you. What we'll do, we'll bring this to a boil and we will pour it over the top of these slices. We'll let it sit 24 hours. Then you'll drain all that back into a pot, bring it back to a boil, and then have your slices already in a jar, and then you pour this liquid over your slices in a jar and then process it. So just want to kind of show you. Okay, y'all, we've turned the pork chops. I'm gonna let them cook a little. I don't ever turn them at one time, and we'll let them cook on that side. And Miss Lynn's got the salad ready, corn's ready. We'll be ready to eat. Okay, y'all see how red that stuff's getting? Those candies are melting. And we've got to get it onto a boil, and then we can pour it over the slices. But I just wanted you to see how that has changed colors. And if you can see through the steam, boy, it sure smells good. All right, y'all, we got it on got that stuff on there and got it on the cucumbers. Everybody's making them on a plate, and I'll post a picture of what supper turned out looking like. Thank y'all for watching.